7 o'clock. This is the Thursday, January 8th meeting of the Town of Ayer Planning Board First on the agenda, we need to reorganize the board. We've had a resignation. So essentially, we need a chair. So
I nominate Jeremy.
we have a motion,
I second that.
and we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Against? There are no noes. Do you want to take minutes, or shall I?
I can
That'd be great. All right.
One of the big chairs.
We are going to convene a public hearing for 19 Fitchburg Road. Give me a moment, please. I'm going to read the notice that occurred in the December 26th issue of the Public Spirit. The Town of Ayer Planning Board, in accordance with Mass General Law, the Planning Board will conduct a public hearing on Thursday, January 8, 2015 at 7 p.m. at the Ayer Town Hall, 1 Main Street, Mass. to consider a site plan review for the Civil Design Group for the construction of a Family Dollar located at 19 Fitchburg Road in Ayer. Copies of the plan may be reviewed in the town clerk's office during regular business hours. Map 11, parcel 51, and that's it. Let's open the hearing. Who is representing Family Dollar?
Hi, my name's Doug Murray. I'm from Hunt Real Estate Services.
Hi, Doug.
I'm representing, we are the developer. With me is Paul Beck from our office, Attorney Gibbons, and Phil Henry from Civil Design Group, our engineer.
Great.
We can give you a brief overview.
Yeah, why don't I think we'll let you give us your overview. I'll give you the feedback because I heard you in ZBA. I'll give you some feedback there. We have some comments from town departments here. I had emailed to you some comments from DPW. You got those? Okay, and maybe you could address those during your presentation.
Phil will take care of that.
All right, great. So why don't we proceed?
All right, we have we're presenting a 8,320 square foot single-story pre-engineered metal building. It is the Family Dollar prototype building. The architecture drawings elevations were included in your package. We came before the ZBA before for 4 variances. Attorney Gibbons can address those. We have 28 parking spaces. We are fronting on the Fitchburg Road, and we have talked to the state about this entry to present, but obviously they wait for planning board approval before they will act and issue a permit. The variances were, do you want me to go through them? I don't have their record.
They're right on the plan, but why don't you just go through them quickly?
We had one for side setback, quantity of parking, dimensional side of parking, and on this side of the building, we are parking against the building. That's right. Side. I'll turn it over to Phil. I don't think there's any reason for me to call you.
Okay.
Jib Jab.
Great.
And he can go through the specifics of the design and any little comments.
Super. Thanks.
Sure.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For the record, my name is Phil Henry with Civil Design Group. I'm just going to walk you through the site from an existing condition standpoint and proposed. Some of it will be repeat of what was just mentioned, but could have a comprehensive outlook of the plan. As I'm sure everyone's familiar with, it's an existing site at 19 Fitchburg Road. It's 0.95 acres in size. Mostly the site is impervious. It's all asphalt. What we intend to do is, as Doug just mentioned, is raise and rebuild the entire structure, rip out all the utility infrastructure, all the stormwater controls, install a new structure. As you can see, an 8,300 square foot Family Dollar, new utilities, new stormwater controls. And along with it, we are increasing the landscaping. So
Okay, great.
we view this as an overall improvement. We also are reducing the access from to one vehicular access on Fitchburg Road. 28 spaces. There's 18 located on the front, 10 on the side. The main entrance is located here. There's also a loading door here, trash dumpster enclosure located here. HVAC units are located in the back. And in speaking with the neighbors on Isaac Road, they wanted us to explore adding a row of evergreen trees towards the rear and also mounding up. So we did just that. We have,
Okay.
we have a row of Fraser firs in the back. It's mounted up on a berm, and then between the trees and Isaac Lane, we're adding a 6-foot white vinyl fence.
Great.
In addition,
I'm sorry, is that since ZBA that you've done that?
that's correct.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Super.
In addition to that, we agreed to provide an opaque enclosure around the mechanicals in the back, just as additional screening and buffering from audio and visuals.
Great.
In terms of site lights, there's 5 site lights located around the building, around the site. They are 17 feet tall, sitting on, I think it's a 3-foot foundation.
Okay.
Down lighting, they're all shielded, they meet the night sky friendly requirements.
Okay.
Good.
And then lastly, well, I should also say that we have located some landscaping along the front. There's 11 trees, 11 new trees overall along the site, and 40 new shrubs and ground cover.
Okay, great.
Mainly focused at the entrance.
All right.
Snow storage along the front. Okay, there's plenty of area for snow storage along the front, as well as we do have some areas along the back.
Okay, and you've not finished your process with conservation yet, right?
No, we're actually starting it in about an
Okay,
hour.
okay, great.
But we had informal discussions with the agent, who oddly enough is no longer there, but she brought our project to Concom
Okay.
a few months ago, and it was well received, although we do have to go through the notice of intent process.
All right, sure, great.
This was submitted as part of the package. As Mr. Murray walked you around the site, it is a metal structure. There's eaves in the front, clear glass. There is red awning accents along the front, fiber cement brick finish here,
Mhm.
and also fiber cement tan finish along the top.
All right,
So that's, you're looking at the front of the building here, and these are the other 3 sides here. If you have any specific questions, actually, we did today receive, or yesterday, we received the comments from DPW. I've since reached out to the town engineer. I spoke to him this morning. We went through all the comments and clarifications, and we have no issues. We plan on addressing those issues in its entirety. So
Okay, great.
we intend to draft a response letter and incorporate the plans as needed.
all right, super. Before I let the members comment, like I said, I'm on the ZBA. We had a pretty lively hearing in front of the ZBA. I think you had some good comments. We had good feedback from neighbors. I think everybody gave us very positive feedback, including at least one of the adjacent neighbors, the Turbaloo. They were for the project and they had no concerns. So I just want to enter that into the record. And I'd like to, let's see, we sent you the DPW comments, and they're dated January 5th. I won't read through them, but you acknowledge that you received them. Ultimately, I would imagine we'd receive a revised packet that incorporates any changes you make as far as final drawings.
That's correct,
Right,
yes.
so any approval you get tonight, we will comment. We'll
Conditions
add
of
it.
approval, yeah, they're fairly minor, there's no significant base plan changes, so, in
Great.
speaking with the town engineer, we consider them, very minor.
Okay, great. The only, let's see, you'll have to go back to the Board of Health for a retail permit. That's, insignificant. Department of Public Works, you have the letter. The only comment from the fire department was you don't show, and I think the DPW said this too, there's no water line shown.
Yes, we are going to introduce a fire line, obviously, and in speaking with the town engineer, we are going to explore going off of Isaac Lane
Great, yes.
as
you can see
well.
that too.
So
Great.
we just need to figure out what we need to do to get to Isaac Lane. It's not on
All right.
our lot.
Sure.
It's through the housing authority, so we need to investigate the likelihood of that connection.
Okay. Let's see. And then Concom, let's see, you're going to meet with Concom Tonight?
tonight. Yep.
All right, great. So you'll handle that. So I'm going to open it to questions from board members. Rick and Jen, any thoughts?
My comments, I may have been preoccupied, he may have addressed this, the letter from Mark Wetzel.
Yes.
Did he,
You may not have even seen it.
did he say he was going to respond, was that?
Yes,
was
I
that
had that email to
respond?
them ahead of time, and
It is-
he made contact with Mark Wetzel, and
the
they're on the
build-
same page, and they'll changes into drawings, no big deal.
So the building's sprinkled, right?
Yes, it
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
Mass State law.
So you had a separate line for the for the
It will be,
sprinkler?
yes, yeah.
Right.
Well,
And that's the one you,
Can I ask you a question about that? Is there any requirement, I don't know if it was in the water department, that whether or not we could come off a single tap and then split the service off when we get to the building rather than run two independent lines to the building?
I didn't, let's see.
in my experience, you can make two taps. Going to two separate lines. It's been my experience. I
You
don't
only
know.
want to go on the street once, that was the idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you-
Single
yeah.
tap Off the street.
And I think that's what you show on your plan. And the deep, Mark Wetzel mentions a single two-inch water service. I don't have the answer to that question. I think you can probably clarify that with Mr. Wetzel.
Yeah.
We're not going to need a 2-inch water service. We would like to reduce that to, Family Dollar asks for a 1-inch service or a 3/4-inch service if we're not required to provide irrigation off the water service. So we'd like clarification of irrigation.
As long as you can get, as long as, I'll say, the DPW approves of whatever you provide, and the fire department approves of whatever you provide, and it meets law, then I don't think we're going to be concerned here. All right? Is that reasonable?
So, like I said, I wasn't paying attention. I just caught the last part of your response. You said you were going to respond to Mark Wetzel's,
Yeah.
all his
Yep,
concerns.
Yeah, and I was in contact with Dan today, the engineer, and we are going to be providing calcs for a 1-inch service, and then we need
Okay.
to do some investigative work on the likelihood of connecting our 4-inch fire, either off Isaac Lane or we will go off of Fitchburg Road.
Gotcha.
So, and in the process, I did ask him, can we just do a single tap? So we need to do some follow-up, but it's all minor in nature.
Yep. And the stormwater maintenance plan, you have to have one of those.
Yeah, we have a full stormwater management report that was submitted as well.
Oh, here it is.
So I don't have any further questions. I'm pretty familiar with the project as it went through ZBA.
Could you just show me how the trucks are going to be coming in?
Yep. Yep, the trucks can either enter from I guess, the north or the south, or the
Okay.
east or the west. Come in and they pull in here, and then they reverse in
Okay.
into this loading area. It's not a loading dock by any means, it's just, everything's at grade. There's a tailgate that drops down. Family Dollar uses a WB67 trailer to lessen the amount of trips needed to the store.
And when would the deliveries be happening? Is it early morning? I'm just wondering about the horns and lights and the impact on the residential
That's a
area.
good question.
To fall back on real estate, the delivery truck comes once a week. There's not a number of trucks from different vendors, just about everything other than maybe milk would come directly from the Family Dollar warehouse. It's there for 45 or 50 minutes,
Okay.
and it's during business hours. There will be no deliveries in the middle of the night.
Nice.
And we've already talked to the neighbors about that.
Okay.
So an employee has to be there to basically get the product and bring it into the store.
Okay. And do you have an area set aside for snow?
Yep, we have snow storage area located here. Although it's not labeled, snow can be accommodated there, as well as snow in the back. And we also have a note on the plans that, snow should not visually impact, vehicular eyesight or anything of that nature as well.
And you have proposed screening too for the dumpsters and all of that?
There's an enclosure, yep.
Okay.
You guys may have covered this in the ZBA, but you guys, will you be served, you don't serve any food, do you? Do you serve food or just sell,
It is not like a deli or anything like that.
they sell milk and eggs?
Milk,
and stuff like that?
prepackaged food only.
Okay, I was just curious, I don't think,
Yeah, no
it
sandwiches.
has nothing to do with me or
made, no
anything.
cold cuts.
Just curious.
Do we have any questions from the audience?
Mark Morgan, General Manager, Geronimo Properties. We own the Hannaford building. We weren't able to make the ZBA. We were going through a management change. We're excited that you guys are coming in. Our only question was with the reduction in parking spaces, are you expecting an overflow?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Our concern would be obviously the
Yeah.
overflow parking.
No, and Family Dollar operates over 7,000 stores,
Okay.
some with a lot less parking than this.
Okay.
The average customer is there for 15 minutes, based on the volume of the store that they come and they go, and there are only going to be 2 or 3 employees, maybe 4 at peak hour, and they're designed to park in the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, and as a matter, Family Dollar as a corporate policy won't allow something like that because I don't want the liability of somebody walking across the street.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they don't want that.
Any other questions, comments? Anything? Okay, I'm going to make a motion that the Ayer Planning Board endorse the site plan as submitted with 2 caveats. That number 1, the comments, that you work with the town engineer to endorse the comments as indicated on their January 5th letter to the Ayer Planning Board, which you've been copied on. And number 2, you, of course, you'll have to meet the requirements of the Conservation Commission. And otherwise, I move that we approve the plan with those caveats.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There are no noes. Site plan approved.
Thank you very much.
Endorsed, site plan endorsed.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck. Thanks for coming. I have them at paperwork, and so we'll...
I got some of them, but not everyone.
All right. Good night. Thanks, Tom.
That was easy, huh?
Yes, not bad.
You didn't have to say a word.
Yeah. All right. Now, if I screw this up,
What
probably...
the hell is
it's gonna
this?
kill me.
Oh, Habitat.
This
Is there anybody here from the Habitat?
Yes. Hopefully. Are you from Habitat?
Yes, I am.
That's great.
Nice.
This should be easy.
I brought my Mylar in case.
Are you Vincent?
Yes, for the
There
record,
you go.
Vincent Benicasa.
Yeah.
I work for Habitat, I'm a construction manager.
That's great. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Now, these 2, I think, approved
The first one?
the first one.
Okay.
I'm new to this, but I've been briefed. I'm going to just distribute what I think are...
Here's a whole bunch of them. I think that you gave me all of them.
I gave you,
A
I
pack
shouldn't have
of,
given you anything.
What I did, I submitted the original approved one,
Yes,
and then the newest one that we want to build.
yes, this is the newest one.
Correct.
And this includes the, I'm going on the floor here. This includes the driveway change. Have a picture?
Yes.
All right. So I'm up to, so I'll give you this,
okay.
and I'll give you this. There's 3 copies. And then these are the approved ones, so you can tell us, oh, there's a little bit of distance in there. Okay, so this is what you approved.
They're all one floor, huh?
Approved. Yeah, I noted that too. The 1 floor, that's a good idea.
All trusses?
Yes. So what we want to do, there's a couple things why we're changing this. Habitat, we have to produce money to build these things.
Absolutely.
And the house we built that you saw presently you passed, we did in Fitchburg. That was, every house that we put on a lot, we have to design for that lot. So as we took that lot, we were hoping to use that for this house. But as the lot came down, we found a lot of ledge on site. And by changing the house, we could actually save money. Before we actually submitted anything, I went out and evaluated this new building that we proposed. The difference in cost in framing windows, doors, and insulation was $26,000 savings. So now we can use that money to actually help with the ledge and other issues, we need to jackhammer out.
Okay, great.
The driveway thing, that was my idea.
Can you just walk us through the way it was and the way it is now, and, or the way you'd like it to be? Because I think we have a plan.
All right, so you're looking at the ranch right now, correct? What we did is we made 1,200 square feet per floor on one floor. We still have exactly the same 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms we were doing originally.
Right.
So we didn't change any square footage.
All right, that's what
We didn't change the bedrooms. We still have 3 bedrooms. We have a kitchen, a living room, and 1.5 bathrooms.
Right. Now, that's fine. What I'm looking for, again, I think, well, I think it's fine. Does anyone have any concern with the design of the building?
Now, we did also, since they don't have a lot of storage in the basement, because there's no basement in this, we're going to put attic trusses, they call them.
Okay.
And right in the center of the building, they just kind of have an area to put the stuff and store it. So
Right, so it's a slab,
it's a slab, yes.
all one floor.
Yep.
Are they staggered like this? Or is this the old?
The original one's staggered.
So this one's
The reason
not?
why the original one was
Is that
staggered is
usually-
to offset the windows on the second floor for egress windows.
All right.
So we just changed it to a ranch style, and we have the bedrooms basically on the back of the building.
Okay. I don't even know whether we have purview over the aesthetics of design of the building.
Yeah, I don't-
So,
and
I
that's-
guess the footprint really, right?
Well, what we did, now, if you look at the existing one you approved, right, it was 32 by, I think it was 26. There was a 16-foot offset, so what I did is I disconnected the dots. I did not go outside the outside footprint
Yeah.
of that main building.
So
we're
it's still conformed to the,
we just connected the outside points of the building and made it square. So you take the offset building, you take the 16 by 20, 32 in the back, and the 16 by 32 in the front, and we made the building completely square.
Makes perfect sense.
You have that, you don't have the other plan.
No, if you had it on a lot, it would make it a lot easier.
This is what's approved.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's the original.
Oh,
plan.
okay.
So what we did is we connected that 16 by, we just made it square. We disconnected the two
So can you
outside.
draw on this? Can you draw on this?
Yes.
Well, we did the other one right behind it.
Just give me, oh, it is?
I'll give you two.
All right, let's see. Oh, I see. Let me
So-
see.
We just, by doing this, we didn't run the outside, we just connected these 2 points and these 2 points, and that's how we made it. So we didn't really change the outside point of the building.
Okay.
Now, then you,
See,
if
originally,
I'm wrong, the drives haven't changed or have they?
well, the driveway right here originally passed, you guys passed a couple months ago, went like this.
Yes, that's right.
So this was in a pre-existing driveway right here.
Gotcha.
What I asked to do from the survey is cut this little section out and put it down here to make 2 separate driveways.
Yes.
I feel that a lot of people feel differently is when you have a common driveway, there could be issues calling down here, saying, "Look, hey, listen, this guy don't shovel his driveway."
There is, I've done
Like,
it.
who approves
I've
something
done
like
it
this?
many
It's
times.
aggravation. And I'm thinking, well, why don't we just cut some of the aggravation out?
If you have to, if you have
You
no
can
choice.
put one driveway,
it
we have no
works.
problem.
I mean, yeah,
No,
I have the same issues. I've done this before,
and
so
did you
I
see,
agree.
do you understand the agenda? Because it's, I think it's, you're absolutely right.
Can you show me where the other driveway is? Or I really don't
Yes, I
understand
do
it.
that, sure.
So we have
There's the one,
one coming off the street,
Yeah, that's the original one, comes all the way back,
right?
and,
There's one already here.
well, you have the old one, hang on, let me show you the old one first. The old one's the offset, comes over here, goes like this, steps this way, then backs out and comes all the way up to
Right,
here.
okay.
The new one is, we're connected right here, they come up this way. We took this part out, so now it's grass, and we put it down here. And this is the old driveway that's probably existing right now.
It
It's already
is.
there. So we're gonna use that
Did you run
space
this
in.
by Mark Wetzel by any chance to make sure?
yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
DPW has no problem with the
Okay.
drives. And as with fire department has no problem with drives.
I can check with them, I did not check with them, but I can.
I checked with, we checked.
All right.
So that is, we can put that in the record.
We were just waiting for your recommendations. If you guys felt it was, you didn't like to have the 2 driveways, we were all set. We just wanted to have another option here.
Yeah.
Great.
No, that's, I'm fine with it.
Can you walk me through the site? I'm not really sure where this is
I'll
going.
come on the outside. We'll just-
Yeah, that'd be great.
see this?
I'll get out of your way.
I'll just-
Oh, you can do it from here. Yeah, you-
Oh,
This thing right over here for
we eliminated you. Sorry about that, John.
There you go. Absolutely.
It's really the old.
No, I just don't know.
This is Central Avenue.
Yep.
The gym's over here, right?
I think there's a
There's right
machine,
there,
the
the
machine up
storage
there.
building's
isn't
right
there?
here.
Yes,
Okay.
they've been-
So right across from the storage building, there's a telephone pole. Right at that telephone pole, the driveway comes up. swings into the first parking space, and then continued all the way around the side for the second unit.
22.
And what we did, and we had as an option, and they wanted your advice, I recommended, if we can still use part of the old driveway here, cut off this section right here, so the two separate driveways. So now these people would come up and park in their own area, and this would just come up in here.
Okay.
And we were just thinking, this way, shoveling, or anybody has aggravation-wise, if this person didn't want to shovel their half of the driveway, and this person trying to get out, it just causes a frustration that we don't want. We want it to go smooth in there. We don't want anybody calling down here saying, hey, you guys not shoveling this driveway. So that's pretty much basic. And this unit, if you look back here, if you connect this point and this point, and then this point and this point, is the exact same outside distance here. So it's pretty basic. It's tough because you look at these things, about 3 weeks ago, I said to him, our cost in the whole site was very expensive that we didn't see coming. We priced it out two different ways. It was like $3,000 difference, but the money was so high that it was hurting our budget. So I said, if it's okay for me, if I can evaluate, and came up with this different unit. And we went out and got the cost from lumber, windows, doors, and insulation, and got hard numbers from them, and we saved like 26. Now, we know there's gonna be a little more foundation work, but at the end, if we save $20,000, we're looking at a better situation for everybody.
Okay, so the front that we just saw at the building is here?
Yes. So the building itself,
This is gonna look at Central?
so that's the old one,
Oh.
and this is a new one. So what we did is we had some offset little roofs there to make it so it doesn't look big. We put some side roofs. So a lot of times we've had a lot of issues. I mean, probably every house does. Is a lot of water comes down. They have no separation. So when they get up there, they have no. Separation from the water, and water gets in the building. If you look at the building here, we're required in this job actually to have 1.5 bathrooms. So we have a bathroom in the front, 1.5 for people to visit, and they have a full bathroom in the back. They still have the 3 bedrooms that we had in the other building. We still have all that. It's still the same square footage, just on one level. And we did talk about it, and we are going to put in for the storage trusses. Basically, it's like 8 feet in your storage area, about 7 feet tall, that they can put Christmas stuff. And, one of those pull-down staircases.
Nice.
And then they do show where the pull-down staircase would be. The trusses run from front to back. So basically, we put these little dormers in the front just to break up that roof line, so when you look at it from the street, it doesn't look like a monster of a house.
All right, sure.
Nice.
So there are going to be dormers up in the roof?
Those little front porches, not like dormers, but they cut into the roof a little bit, right here. These little roofs right
Is
here.
this a fake one that's just?
Yes,
going
correct.
that one
This
now?
comes up.
So there's nothing in here?
No,
Subsidized housing?
and we have little side roofs here too on the gable ends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too
When I
bad.
look at the driveway, the way it's configured now.
Yes.
It seems like it's a weird, it looks to me like it's a funny sight line. I mean, you got the driveway kind of comes in like this.
The original one or the second
The
one?
original one, the one that's there now.
Yes, it's going to
Kind of
be.
comes in and it.
Yeah, maybe, well,
If you have a second one coming
probably
in,
want to straighten that out if it is crooked.
you still
There's
be able to-
the,
It kind of comes out at a funny,
right here,
There's only one
bend.
when I'm driving, bend, and when I'm driving down, I have to remember that there's a driveway there.
Yeah, so when the original one they designed and they approved.
That was the old one.
This is the
That's
old one, yes, the old one.
that's there now.
And the new one, we still kept it in the exact same spot. We just cut out this one section that connected the two. And,
So if I'm coming down Central Avenue,
yeah, so
I will
there's another
definitely-
driveway right
I will
here.
definitely know that there's 2 driveways there. I mean,
Yes.
And this one is now being.
And it's nice about this is they're not like right next to each other,
No.
so they're a good distance apart, so it gives you some visuals, so you see somebody coming out. Now, hers next door, is that you next door? Or?
No, no, I'm.
She's, I think, down another maybe 75 feet. And then the next one up here is probably a good 125 feet up, the next driveway.
Because that configuration is.
I think they did it this way just because of the water and sewer coming down.
Because, I mean, that's the old driveway.
Okay.
As far, what's there now is been there forever.
Yeah, the one over here has been there forever, the one you're saying,
The one
yes.
this one.
That's the one I was trying to keep. I got involved and like they said, listen, just my parents' experience, just the 2 driveways, if we couldn't do it, okay, we're okay with it, but we were trying to do another recommendation and that's where we were.
Okay.
Is there any landscaping? being
I
donated?
don't know, we do always have landscaping, we have a small budget for landscaping usually. We have never, I've never shown it, but, I mean, if you want to find a plan, we can try to get one for you if you'd like to see one. Basically, we have like a $500 budget because of Habitat.
Sure, I
And we
know.
put stuff in the front, we have some shrubs, we usually have one tree for each person.
I
And,
just didn't know if maybe, if there was any interest in going on to some of the local landscapers, just to see if,
I mean, we take
even
more,
if they
I
have
mean,
free
if somebody wanted to
advertising for a
donate.
month, that, you know.
And there's some, I mean, you haven't removed all the vegetation from the site.
No, we
Some
did not.
trees.
We all, the vegetation we removed so far is just that you see we had to remove because of drainage.
Right.
So we didn't go, we went back as far as we could, that's what they called for, and we stopped.
All right.
Just as a little historical note, I noticed that New England builders provide the smallest percentage of the cost of the house on landscaping of the whole country.
Really?
I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what, I mean, it's traditional, I mean, that eight shrubs, that's it.
Wow.
Wow.
But I mean,
Because of
other parts of the country spend about 8 to 9%
Wow.
on landscaping.
So we put
Sort
shrubs.
of that FYI, that's all
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, that's a good one to know.
Because of long winters, maybe?
I have no idea, it's
That's kind of odd for.
always been the case.
Massachusetts is a very expensive place to live. I think that case would be more people would put more landscaping because curb appeal is the number one thing for selling.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the history of it is, but I just fell into it myself.
That's
Because
good to know.
I primarily build entry level, so I mean, can't afford to spend too much on either,
True.
on it. But anyway, I have no problem with it.
All right.
I make a motion to approve the changes submitted.
Great. I'll give you a stamp, the drawings are stamped, let's give you some details for the minutes. As submitted, the new plan is stamped, received January 7,
Mhm.
and I'll second that motion. All four, say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Aye. There are no no's. Oh, you're all set.
All right, thank you for
Okay.
meeting me.
We'll
Good
send you
luck.
some paperwork. All right?
All right, stop by, we could use your help.
Yeah, I will volunteer, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
I usually teach, I'm there every day, usually in construction, and I teach basically everybody how to build a house, basically.
What's the schedule?
We usually, well, we're hoping to start as soon as we can. I mean, is there a waiting period, is there a 20-day waiting period on this, or?
On this change, I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
I think it goes in effect immediately.
We'd like to start, we start framing probably in February.
All right, great.
Do you have any
So
tech
we-
kids go out there? Any of the tech, from the tech schools?
We haven't had that, unfortunately, we have, Monty Tech right now is building 2 units in Fitchburg for us right now. So I have 2 units that they're responsible for.
Competition.
Plus these 2 here. And they're going fine with that. A lot of times they don't want to have the kids with other adults, so if we brought the kids in, it could only be me and the kids, because basically they're under 16, some of them, might be 16. It
Right.
could be, I think, 16, if you're 16 to 18, you have to have parental assistance
Right,
to
yeah,
sign
yeah.
off on it. So there's a lot of waivers,
Mhm.
so if they come on site, we try not to have any adults on site, because other issues.
Great, sure.
But we've had some of them come on and help out.
Mhm.
If we do plan on that, they want to come out for a week, we'll take somebody, because when a person volunteers for 2 days, I get more out of the second day than the first day.
Right, that makes sense.
The first day is basically training, and by around 11 o'clock, they finally get what's going on, then they have lunch, and they come back in the afternoon, and when we come back the second day, now I can start working at
Sure.
8:39, and I pick up another 2-3 hours. And then if somebody else came in, they can train a little bit. So a lot of time when I tell people to volunteer for 2 days, I know it's a lot, but I get more out of it,
All right,
so.
great.
I'd love to see you guys on site.
All right.
Thank you for approving everything.
You're welcome.
I forced
Have a good
my,
night.
forced my unruly 18-year-old to volunteer. I volunteered for it a few times. in
I've done it
Lowell's.
once, I did it
Oh,
in
in the
DC.
summer, though.
It was hot.
No, I wouldn't do it now.
Uh,
Next.
Oh, actually, I will add, just as a side, the building commissioner also looked at those plans, and he was fine with the changes.
Yeah.
Next, let's see, revisions to zoning bylaws, discussion.
Mhm.
I think Jen's going to lead that one. I think Jen and I are planning on meeting and putting together some, scenario for bringing the zoning bylaw to annual town meeting, hopefully.
Right.
Now, and what I did want to discuss that, and I don't know how this works. I would like to find a way that we don't have to present this at the end of a long town meeting. I'm wondering, and I've seen this happen in other towns, I'm wondering if, and maybe Ruth can know something about this, if we could plan an annual town meeting to occur on 2 days ahead of time. Simply say it's going to be such and such a date and such a date. Plan ahead that it's going to follow over, and we'll plan on the second day doing the zoning bylaw. I'd like to approach Robert and see if that's possible. Because I think we're going to need, I know from the first time that I tried to present the town meeting, we're going to need a lot of time. And a lot of patience on people's parts, and it didn't go over well the first time I tried it in front of town meeting, and it, being at the end of special annual town meeting after everyone's tired and discussed, and they've all discussed finances. So unless anyone has objection with that, I'm going to raise that with Robert, see if there's any work around it. Yeah, Ruth?
The other thing I think I've seen done a couple of times is you move the articles out of order, and you take article whatever ahead of, right after, probably after the omnibus.
I don't see that as...
If that would work in this situation.
And then I just think this is this is an hour-long discussion at least for zoning. This is a new zoning bylaw. I mean, it's not, again, it's not entirely new, but it's revised. It looks better. It's going to be new to everybody, and there are going to be lots of questions. And I don't want to be put in a position where people are, at the end of town meeting, they're just tired, they want to go home, so they want to table it, or they want to vote no just to get out the door.
Well, a lot of them act like they don't have a clue about what it's about, and it's like sprung on them. I think if there was some way of preparing everybody, that this thing is coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a good citizen, read up on it, be prepared. I mean, it's for the good of the town, because that's what always happens.
Yes.
It's always the 15 to 18 people that haven't done their homework, and they think, well, what's this?
And that's
all
what's
that
happened. That's what happened the
stupid
first
stuff.
time. It was someone asked about bicycles, and as soon as it went down that road, it got tabled. And I was like,
Well, I did speak with,
I don't know if you can
the cable
advertise
group.
it somehow.
yes, and we're going to do this. We're going to get it onto the cable access TV. She wants to interview somebody and ask, do some question and answer. So
Get
they
the
can see-
newspaper to say
We
something
can,
about it every once in a while.
We're
Jen and I are
we're
going to
gonna
get together.
do hopefully 2 workshops too.
Let me ask you something else now. Is this essentially the same as what we've already
Yes,
labored through?
it's exactly
So
the
we're not
same.
making any other changes to that?
We're
So
not
we
making-
have almost everybody in place, and
I think
everything
what
is...
happened, what fell short last time is that we just didn't have the public workshop process be successful.
Yeah,
When I was on the board, we just didn't have quorums. It seemed to be the case.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And that got frustrating in itself too. But I think what we need to do is have a workshop, one during the week and then one on the weekend.
Would be
And
good.
hopefully to have both cableized.
And
I would like to
just-
prepare a PowerPoint presentation
Yep.
that we could give to the cable
Yes,
early
absolutely.
enough so that it's, as we're talking, the viewers at home are seeing it.
Okay.
And even as questions are happening live, they're overhearing some of that right from their living room.
Right, absolutely. But now, we did run into, we had a pretty extensive public hearing process. You were here. That kept on getting continued. There were lots of questions, lots of issues. I think we raised a lot of questions and answered a lot of questions. Now, I do think, there are going to be points when certain people are going to say, no, I don't want that in the bylaw.
Oh, yeah.
I think we have a finished product. If we have a mass movement of some sort against some part of it, I don't know what we do, but I think we approach this.
It's good for you,
as-
it's good of you to anticipate it. Yeah,
Right.
we should be prepared for that. But on another thing, I think town meeting, people listen to recommendations by other boards and other
Yes.
Yes,
authorities. So is the selectmen on board with this?
Yes.
I think that's what we're going
They've
to
got
have
to
to
get up
do.
and be enthusiastic about it, not
Yes.
just droll and blah,
Yes.
blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I think that's kind of what happened. I think the only enthusiast there was you.
Yes.
So-
And and I
But
wasn't
everybody was-
I wasn't even that enthusiastic.
I know.
But what, also, we had FinCom on board, we had Board of Selectmen on board, but it's all about energy. And
It is.
The school, this was, I came on the tails of the school group campaigning for the new school and the renovation. And they just built a whole lot of enthusiasm around that project. And it's the same thing we need to do.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not quite that much, but we need to just show that this is a good thing. And so that we can overwhelm those, people, the haters are going to be haters, and they're not going to be.
I think you have to be firm, okay, and just say, listen, you had an opportunity. If there's some item on this proposed zoning change, you should have been here. We've been through this for 3 or 4 weeks, but you have to be firm and explain that,
Right, right.
okay, to them, right there in front of everybody. So, I mean, put the onus on them. It's their fault for not being a good citizen and not being read up on this, and because we had, how many public meetings do we have?
We had quite a few.
Okay, so shame on them if they don't know what it's about.
Right.
Same as a member on the board. If we could, something's before us and you say, oh, I don't understand it, it's the first time, you know what I mean? It's up to us to
Right.
understand that stuff.
And that's, exactly, as we go through, if we do a public access show, we need to be able to say, okay, you don't understand that part, we need to explain it to them, explain
Yeah.
why we did it, why we
Yeah.
decided to go that way, and why it's going to be better than the way it was before.
Yes.
I don't actually think there aren't that many of those. We had one, a handful of issues that were lightning points.
Do you remember what the hot topics were?
One of them was we changed the frontage. We changed the minimum frontage.
Right.
And I honestly, I first saw that and I had a problem with it. And then, we brought in the consultant and she explained about how, frontage is
Makes
all
more-
about access. And you reduce the size of the frontage, you reduce churning. And,
Right.
and I think you explained it well too.
Yeah.
And that, so
So that's a hot topic.
that's a hot topic.
All right, but you got the answer for that.
Yes.
Because
And I think we just.
as long as it's explained
revisit-
properly.
Yes, it needs to be explained properly.
What are the other ones?
Let's see, I
Good
wasn't
memory.
joking at town meeting, someone saw, now I think the new rule is, and I can't, this is just, I'm summarizing, for multifamily housing,
Uh-huh,
a new apartment building.
yeah.
There is a certain, number of parking spaces for bicycles, storage necessary for bicycles in a new apartment complex. Now, that came up at town meeting, and someone, I actually, in my notes, I know who it was, I know who we need to approach to discuss that. I think she was concerned, and I couldn't answer the question at the time, she was concerned, now we're forcing people to provide space for bicycles. Does every single family home have to provide a space for a bicycle? The answer is no, but before I could really say that, they're like, let's table it. So that was one of the hot.
I don't remember that one. What is it specifically? What would you have to provide? Was that be covered in,
There was no.
just a rack?
There's no requirement. I actually think of it, I owned a condo in Washington DC, and they had a bike room, within the parking structure. I don't know exactly what the revised bylaw says. I'll go back and look at it. I
I mean, I don't
don't
think
remember
you-
it being it wasn't extreme. It wasn't.
No, but I mean, I don't think you need the same thing as the Washington DC. That's a
I
city
agree.
and there's
I
going to be a
agree
lot
with
more
that.
bikes.
And that's.
But I mean, this is the suburbs.
And that's like, this woman was making that comment, we don't, we're not turning Ayer into some, this bylaw is not turning Ayer into some city. It's not the intention, it's not
Right.
the product, that's not what anyone has in mind. So I need to be able to, coherently answer that question.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was unreasonable.
I think something like an immovable bike rack.
Right. And
Okay, in other words, it's going to be
secure.
secured to the ground, because somebody could actually bring a truck in and just
Right.
haul all the bikes away and everything. Is those stupid little light things, but I don't see, I think the cost, I don't want to revisit it either, but, because I
Right.
don't remember,
But
But,
I need to look at it, I need to be able to, we need to be able to say, oh, this is what, we didn't have it before, and this is how it is now, and this is why we want it. And, in the grand scheme of things, I think it only applied to, I think units, it's a multi-unit, 10 units or more, or something like that. It was there was some reasonableness to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I didn't think it would be a cost impact to a lot of people. But I couldn't, we need to be able.
Whose
cover that
recommendation was it?
basis.
Was that the consultant's idea?
Yes, that was.
Was it?
Yeah.
We should, I'd like to ask her about that myself.
She has changed companies. What's her name? Do you remember?
Judy Barrett.
Judy has changed companies, I believe. I think I got that from you, maybe. Or somebody mentioned that.
I was wondering though, upstairs in the planning board office, do we actually have the Word doc?
Well, why don't, that's
the
the
computer?
other thing that you and I need to do, is get together and go up there and take a look, now that I can go up there.
Okay.
We need to see what else is up there, because I have no idea.
I mean,
Whatever happened to her, did she have a computer?
we
Get a
can
laptop
we
and
can
we still
certainly
do, yeah.
change it back from a PDF, but then you have to go through it line by
Oh, and
line to
that's
make sure
exactly-
the
that's
computer was
exactly-
smart enough to
I
catch all of that.
Do believe we do have that the Word document, not the PDF.
I hope so.
It's just a matter of which version do we have. So you're absolutely right. I never got a copy of it, but I think it exists. And we could also ask,
RIT to
Yeah.
help us. complete
yes,
that.
she can, she
Mhm.
probably has it. I think it
Okay.
might be on the mainframe, or they don't call it mainframe, the server. So we will, you and I will get together
Yeah.
at some point and discuss it. That won't be, it won't be a quorum, so it's not an official meeting, but we can work together, kind of have a little workshop to get that moving. Also, we have an empty chair. If you know anybody who's interested, I'm going to have Robert send out a notice that we're looking for volunteers to take the seat until the next election, until April, if that's all right with everybody.
Yeah, don't we have to provide them notice?
Okay, yeah, I can provide.
So-
The remaining members of the board, because we're elected, so it has to be a joint appointment.
It has to be a joint appointment.
Be with the selectmen?
And that we're interested in filling it
Yes.
jointly.
So if it's all right with everyone, I'll write a letter saying that's what we'd like to do.
Yeah.
I'll send it to Robert. We'll get that rolling. Is that, it's.
So do you guys remember everything we talked about as far as the zoning change, what strategy?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is, you know.
No, I know.
But I think it's about publicity, it's about PowerPoint, it's about getting, you
And the
know,
other boards,
the other boards on, you know, I'll meet with them again.
and to speak, nominate somebody to get up and speak
Yes.
strongly in favor of it. That's very influential, I think, at town meetings.
I was
you know?
thinking too that maybe we could try and just put in a request to FinCom for some money to help facilitate this.
That's.
Just for printing.
Yes.
I'm not looking for staffing money or any of that.
That shouldn't be a problem.
This would just be project specific. I think it's worth the money.
Yes.
It's short.
You've got to do
notice,
that. You have to, you know?
And well, just to pay for the public hearing process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we have a new public hearing process,
Yeah.
which I guess we will.
Yeah.
Technically, that's over.
Yeah.
Technically, we don't need the, well, I'm not actually, I shouldn't speak to that. I'll ask Robert about it.
You might need another public meeting just to reintroduce it to town meeting.
Yeah, I think we should hold another public hearing.
Okay.
I think
That's
it's
fine.
advisable,
Uh-oh.
really. You
But
don't
that
think so
would be-
now?
So it's a problem.
That could be a
We're separate, we're having-
windy
but we have
road.
workshops, and then we have a public hearing, and all of those will need, and advertising, so yes, I think we need to just put together some numbers and maybe do whatever we need to do to get
Yeah,
some.
and if we could, possibly look at bringing in a professional just to help us carry the football
You mean a town meeting?
to the goal.
That would be great.
What do you think? Just,
Steve Mulaney.
you know?
With I did have the consultant with me. I mean, it is, I mean, at town meeting, town meeting's not gonna let any outsider speak. They never do.
Yeah.
We can have the consultant there to answer questions. Question can come up, I can answer, the consultant can answer the question, but ultimately, we need to be well versed.
I think that's the best idea anyway.
Yeah,
I
I
was
did
gonna
have
say,
to
just
do
a
it.
guy
I thought maybe
standing
just for the
by.
public workshops.
That would be, we can do that, absolutely. And for the public hearing as well.
Yeah, because I don't think it'll cost that much to get somebody in to help us.
Okay,
No, we need to get the money for it.
right. So let's talk about that offline.
Okay.
And we don't have any meeting minutes. We're backed up in meeting minutes, but Carly's going to look, she's got some from Kyle that she's going to look at. So
Okay.
next meeting, we'll take a look at those. We are going to have a meeting on Thursday, February 5th, if that's all right with everybody. That's our regular schedule, and we're going to try to stick with that.
Mhm.
All right? Do we have any new business to discuss?
Is there any update on the commuter rail
Uh,
station here?
Not officially, so I won't say anything.
Okay, no.
We're working on it. And we haven't, I would like, at some point, well, maybe let's talk about that. I would like to write a simple letter from the planning board to Robert or to the MBTA, simply stating the airplane board supports the changes proposed at the rail station and the parking lot.
I think we did, didn't we?
I don't know if we
Didn't we have that
did.
before us?
That would be great if we did. I don't know if we haven't yet, I think.
Didn't we have that before us?
It was actually, last meeting, it was before Barry and his attorney, Pastor, came to you
Right.
with a plan showing the approval not required.
Right.
So you did that.
Yeah.
That's on the Barry side. I'd like simply the planning, there's nothing, in this whole long process, there's nothing from the planning board saying, we approve of the commuter rail station where it is, and we approve of the, we want to expand the parking lot. It's an important part of our planning process, and I think we should send a letter of
Good idea.
support.
I'm in
All right.
favor.
All right, then if you can notate that, I'll write something up and
Yeah.
we'll get that out.
Okay, and that's going to the Board of Selectmen?
Yeah, I think the Board of Selectmen's right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And
So are you
otherwise-
looking for like a site plan?
Right now, as
For that
far,
project
as
to
far
come
as
before us?
we will need to see I believe we'll need to see a site plan from, who would provide that? Mark would provide it, come to us with a site plan. We'll need a site plan for the new parking lot, which we haven't seen yet. And we'll need a site plan for the changes that show the pathway across the property and the turnaround. So yes, that is to come. Now, for the time being, the A&R approval not required that we approved last month, that you approved last month, Barry's sticking by that. So that is it's a touchy topic, and hopefully we will resolve that in the next month.
Okay.
So he may need to come to us again for another A&R. He may not, so we'll see. Otherwise, the planning board, we don't have too much to do with that, except I would like to send a letter saying we support the project. All right?
Yep.
I'm going to move to adjourn. It is, it's,
I'll second
you'll
it.
second. It's 10 to 9. That was not a bad.
10 to 8.
10 to 8, I'm sorry.
Oops.
Well done.
So
We got a second. Everybody approve? Say yes?
A. Aye.
Aye.